The earliest record of Aseevagam in Tamil literature is found in the work of Manimegalai. Manimegalai is written by Seethalai Sathanar. This book had been translated into many languages. Let me read out the English version of Manimegalai, written by Alan Daniel. And what he says in this book is the Manimegalai is one of the great classics of Indian culture. A second century Tamil verse epic. It's a sequel to the Silapadigaram, which was also masterfully translated into prose by the acclaimed musician and scholar of Hinduism, ALAIN DANIELOU, rich with the details of the period's arts, customs, and religions. The Manimegalai provides an extraordinary picture of an age that suddenly comes back to life. It is the story of a beautiful young dancer who decides to forego her looming career as a courtesan in order to dedicate her life to charity and to attain the bright light of knowledge. So let me read out where Manimegalai goes to hear about the philosophy of the Ajeevikas. So she meets Puranan and she asks them, so what is the philosophy of you people, Aseevagas? And he replies, according to the teaching of our prophet Makkali, whose power of knowledge is boundless and whose presence is immanent at all times and in all things, nothing excepted, everything that exists is formed of five constituents, which are the principle of life and those of four kinds of atoms. These atoms are mutually perceptive and grouped together to form various objects. The four kinds of atom are solid, liquid, igneous, and gaseous. One group can bind itself to others without losing its own characteristics. The combination of atoms form mountains, trees, bodies, after which they disperse once more. The atom of life is the one that centralizes, comprehends, perceives, and governs each conglomeration of atoms. One group of atoms can mix with another without losing its identity, after which they again divide. Solid atoms are hard and stable. Liquid atoms are flowing and cooling. They fall to earth with a slight sound, penetrating and being absorbed by it. Igneous atoms are burning, bright, and ascendant. Gaseous atoms move on a horizontal plane. The four kinds of atom, as well as the atom of life, are eternal, omnipresent, and were not created. Although endowed with the faculty of transforming themselves in combining together and in separating, they are indestructible, and no new atom ever appears to mix with the others. A liquid atom never transforms itself into a solid atom, nor the contrary. Each atom is indivisible. It cannot be deformed like a grain of rice flattened in a mortar. Atoms move, rise, and descend. The mountains, which are a combination of solid atoms, can vanish, become dust, and mingle with other objects. The atoms belonging to a combination can separate from the others and regain their individuality. Atoms can unite with such density that they become hard as diamonds, or can take on the soft texture of bamboo. They can form seeds and germinate. When they spread over the earth like the light of the moon, they take the form of various elements. The four perceptible elements, earth, air, fire, and water, are formed of these atoms which are found in every object in a definite proportion and without ever being equal in number. They combine together in the proportion of 1, 3/4, half, and a quarter to form the various elements. To form the element earth, a solid atom combines with 3/4 liquid, a half igneous, and a quarter gaseous atoms. To form water, the proportion of liquid, igneous, gaseous, and solid atoms is 1, 3/4, 1/2, and 1/4. For the element air, for 1 volume of gaseous atom, there are 3/4 of solid, half of liquid, and quarter of igneous atoms. The elements are called by the name of the atoms present in greatest number. If these proportions are not observed, the earth will not be hard, water will not run, fire will not burn, and the wind will not blow. Only those beings who possess transcendent vision can see atoms. Other living beings, even when the atoms unite to form the elements, are not aware that these elements are made of atoms combined in certain proportions. They have only a general view of things that does not reveal the existence of the atoms forming an object, just as in the evening twilight we cannot distinguish a single hair but can clearly see a lock of hair. The combinations of atoms that form living beings appear under 6 different colors: black, dark blue, green, red, golden, or white. Only those beings who attain the pure white level can reach the cessation of existence, in Tamil Veedu, which is release. Those who wish to escape from this world of sorrows will seek to attain the whitest rebirth in order to free themselves from the cycle of reincarnation. Gradually reaching higher levels throughout several births in order to attain final release is known as the right path. The wrong path is its opposite. It leads to an endless cycle of births, deaths, and rebirths in a particular world with its resultant suffering. The Ajeevika concluded, according to the teaching of the sacred text of Merkali, pleasure and pain attach themselves to our atom of life, through which our deeds in former lives will be the cause of our joys or sorrows in our future lives. As soon as life penetrates the fetus, it is that atom of life that determines for that particular body fortune or misfortune, loss of goods, difficulties encountered in life, establishment in a certain place, way of life, loss of friends, goods, servants, pleasure and pain, birth and death. Such is the teaching of Merkali.